impossible? Ha, watch me. That word is not in my vocabulary. Welcome to my mentality, where I will show you freedom, recognition, for every athlete, every woman, for my team, for me. Say my name because I am the best at what I do. The All-American, the Olympian. My craft is my free expression, where I compete to win. I stand for racial equality, gender equality, income equality, as a guaranteed, tangible reality. Welcome to where I play, where I am free.
Tonight's match is presented by Guaranteed Rate. Want to welcome our worldwide audience to Dallas, Texas. Team De La Cruz taking on Team Edmond. Hi everybody and welcome inside. Kevin Barnett alongside two-time national team captain Salima Rockwell. We have so much to look forward to in this match. Two captains, two outside hitters. We'll get to them in a minute, but first, Salima, tell me, are there some X factors outside of those two known point scorers?
Oh, there absolutely are. You know, for Team Edmond, can they control the ball well enough to get it to Molly McCage? She has been so good so far, and I would expect her to be good again. And for Team De La Cruz, will Deja McClendon be able to sustain her level of play as well?
Yeah, what an offensive output it was for Deja. Let's take a look at who we are if you don't know. If you're just joining us, welcome to the best league in North America. New teams drafted every week. New team captains named every week. We draft every Tuesday. This is an individual title inside of a team concept. We have 45 of the world's best players. It is a brand new, unique, and proprietary scoring system in which you, the fan, actually have input. This is what the leaderboard looks like right now. Jordan Larston, Karstelo, Liana Sabeldin, a middle blocker jumping up in there. Bethania De La Cruz still even hasn't played and is at number 4.
Well, it's been unbelievable, the level of play and where they are offensively right now.
We will break this down for you individually as we go along. Win points for your team's success, MVP points for the votes of the players in the match as well as you, the fan, and individual points for every single action you take. All right, let's take a look at our team captains. You heard of Team Edmond, Team De La Cruz. Bethania De La Cruz, an international superstar.
Well, she's unbelievable, and she's already proven it in this league so far, and they're going to need her to have another big match tonight to win this set. Lee Edmond, of course, doing the same thing on the other side. Lee Edmond with less experience than Betty De La Cruz, but has proven that she belongs in this league and can lead her team to a win.
Lee Edmond just out of college. Bethania De La Cruz has played in 9 countries across the globe. What other league can take you inside the huddle and get you ready for the win? Nobody. Here you go.
Purplicious on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Purplicious!
1, 2, 3.
Blue waves! Nia, stop, please. Stop.
I thought of a good name for gold. I told Key this already. Gold Rush. Good, eh? Service.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Tonight's match is presented by Guaranteed Rate. We are prepared. Fair Park Coliseum playing host to this league all the way through the end of March as we look at the starters for Team De La Cruz, clad in purple. Nia Grant got the stuff block to win it for them in their last match. Kelly Hunter gets the start at setter this week for the group in purple. Team De La Cruz on one side, on the other, it is Team Edmond. And we mentioned Molly McCage, worth mentioning Taylor Sambothi, a similar type middle to Molly McCage. And before we get started, let's get a little shout out from the fans.
Hi, my name is Samantha and I'm 12 years old and I play volleyball. My MVP vote is for Leah Edmond. Good luck, Leah.
Team colors, done deal.
Everyone's doing it. Everyone's getting the colors and getting ready.
Leah Edmond will wear number 14. She is the captain. She drafted this squad. She put it together. Tiffany Clark in the bottom part of the screen, the libero in the white headband. She drafted last week. 4 members of that team remain from the team that was in blue last week. Team Clark, remember they take on the name of their captain, Team De La Cruz, and number 81, their captain, Betania De La Cruz, the Big Beth, on Instagram if you want to give her a follow. Ebony Wannabu serves it up and we are underway. McCage right away, and you will hear the name Molly McCage a lot.
The X Factor.
Molly McCage has 2 matches in which she has hit over 700. She's hitting 1,000 right now.
I mean, and this is what you see. It's because of how high she is and how quick she is to the pin. She gets on it fast and hard.
Yeah, she crushed that Mikasa ball right away, and it's +8. McClendon, did she get any hands? No, she did not. Deja McClendon was top shelf in the last match. And moved herself up the leaderboard. She went from 18th to 7th. Dump is good. That is our center, Kelly Hunter, if you're cheering for Team De La Cruz. We'll look at Deja McClendon, Cincinnati, Ohio, Penn State. National championship there, 2 of them. Bald Girls Do Lunch is her cause. Each player has chosen a cause, and she's coming off a 17-kill performance for her side. Big block covered. Betania De La Cruz chips it. Does she get a better run up this time? Doesn't matter. The other way to Ali Bastianelli.
Really nice rally for Team De La Cruz, getting that ball behind Ali Bastianelli. See if they can get their middles a little bit more involved tonight as well.
Bree King leaves that one for Sheridan Atkinson, and it does eventually end up with the 4th touch.
Nice play by Sheridan Atkinson. See, the ball's almost up. Can't just quite come up with it.
There are 4 Olympians involved in this match. Can you name all 4 at home? How long have you been with us? That roll shot is sent down by one of them.
Betty De La Cruz, an Olympian that has done so much in her illustrious volleyball career.
Yeah, so we'll give you one right there, number 81 in purple.
Number 55, Ali Bastianelli.
Ali Bastianelli, just out of Illinois in 2018. She is not one of them, as an Olympics has not been held yet with her out of college. Deja McClendon, nice strong attack there. Tip finds the floor, and De La Cruz doesn't have to hit the ball hard to get the kill. I'll give you Aubrey Cruz. That's another Olympian.
Aubrey Cruz, that's right.
She is on Team Edmond. As you look at Ali Bastianelli out of Marysville, Michigan. Went to Illinois, not far away, playing for the Rainbow Connection. Her dad builds prototype tanks. Didn't know that.
Yeah, it was such an interesting factoid that we learned at the hotel yesterday. Had an opportunity to chat with her a little bit.
How about Nia Grant here?
Well, Nia Grant, she came through at the end of the match last night and doing the same thing with a nice drop. You see her watch the angle, and she makes that move into the power of Taylor Sambothi.
Stuff for the win in the previous match. That's confidence needed for Nia Grant, who's been getting her first opportunity to start as that one is dug up by Bastianelli. De La Cruz will send it over. Atkinson is good on the left-hand side, unusual for an opposite. That tip doesn't fall. Wanabu through the block, dug up again. Rally of the match thus far. Down it goes. 6-3.
Give credit to Ali Bastianelli there in the left back, just scooping things up, controlling the ball. I think she had 2 or 3 digs through that whole rally. And a nice shot by De La Cruz, just nice and easy off the top of the block.
Bastianelli continues, now doubling up early in set 1. Kevin Barnett alongside Salima Rockwell. Back row, McClendon is blocked straight down. Sambothi.
Sambothi just really in a good position, putting up that huge wall. You see her weight here. Nia pretends like she's going behind. She just makes her move. She reads that play early, not even paying attention to the middle on the other side.
Sambothi, a 3-time All-American at Ohio State, has played in France, Thailand, and a couple seasons in Peru. Dump again early on. Kelly Hunter is stacking that cheddar with the dumps.
I like this with Kelly Hunter. She came to the league a little bit late, got the call. She was at University of Nebraska as a volunteer assistant, and then got the call to come on in.
Take a close look at Kelly. Look at her eyebrows. Do they look good? Life hacks with Kelly, her most recent addition. Just for men, medium brown. Dye your eyebrows with that. She said it looks a little weird for the first day and then it fades. Beautiful play by Clark.
I think they're on point right now.
Wide. What a get by Clark. And that will keep both eyebrows and the right arm of Kelly Hunter at the line.
Unbelievable dig here by Tiffany Clark. That's what she loves to do. She loves flying around the court.
Yeah, she brings energy from that spot, doesn't she?
Really does.
Yeah. Inside. There is Aubrey Cruz. So there's your 2 Olympians. How about a third?
And Aubrey Cruz just so smooth. You see her see this opening and she cuts that ball just inside the block.
McCage covers herself. Boy, both blocks doing a nice job getting in front of hitters. Betty, not enough power, nearly. Nia Grant finishes it with a long whip.
Big finish by Nia Grant, but I like how also the middle back is staying pretty deep.
Now serving the captain, Vitania De La Cruz.
Big swing here by Nia Grant, just getting past the block. But I tell you, when there's a well-formed block and you see the middle back staying deep, looking for those high hands, doing a nice job there.
Notice the purple streaks in the hair. Taiba Hanif Park got a bunch of purple dye, coach for Team De La Cruz, and she handed it out after she was done.
Love it. I want some.
She has every color.
I should mix it up.
Another dig by Clark. Blown up, Clark pops it up. Will that make it over? Just. NVA under it. Clark can't reach that one. So a unrelenting offensive charge from De La Cruz. Team De La Cruz all the way around. A lot of offensive firepower, including Ebony Wanabu.
Well, and I do like how they're getting the middles involved just a little bit more.
A look at Taiba Hanif Park, 2-time Olympian, and that was the wild card.
That was the
So there's your third. It was a coach who was a 2-time silver medalist in 8 and 12. One more to go if you're counting at home. And you should know the next one as that one goes cross court from the Olympian Aubrey Cruz out of Puerto Rico.
And you see this perfect pass. Got the blockers to jump with her on the set, one-on-one in the outside.
Two up in front of that middle attack. That's long. No touch.
Point Team De La Cruz.
Sheridan Atkinson was looking for it, trying to hit that ball deep into the court.
De La Cruz entering the game, number 23.
Hits it just flat and a little bit too long.
Molly Lohman checks in to serve. Good to see Molly Lohman back from an ankle sprain. She's played the Philippines and Hungary after her time at Minnesota. All over it. Deja McClendon stops McCage. Almost no one's been able to stop number 5.
When you look at the timing here and getting all the way to the antenna, Deja McClendon doing a nice job slowing her down.
Lima, do you go right back to her on a perfect pass?
I might mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, I would. I would, and Bree King did. Bree King, member of the Canadian national team. Not an Olympian yet, but this is the one we were looking for, the final one. Two-time gold medalist. And mom to twins, coming back after about 3 years off, Shayla Castro. She has dreams of going again to another Olympic Games to represent her country. So she's looking to go to Tokyo. Brazil finished a disappointing 5th in Rio on their home soil. The men would take home the gold medal in front of the fans. And Shayla Castro would like to add to her medal collection. Won twice, incidentally, both over the United States. Popped up by Nomaras Velez Augusto. Playing outside Puerto Rico for the first time. And playing well. That one's pounded through by Leah Edmond.
Number 14.
2019 SEC Player of the Year.
Really nice swing by Leah Edmond. Kelly Hunter just wasn't able to press that left hand completely over the net on the block. You'll see her hip turn a little bit. Left hand off the net.
Craig Skinner better still be awake, watching his star outside hitter make the transition to pro look easy and simple. Hitting off the high hands there.
Such a good swing. Nice set by Bree King, running all the way across the court, and Leah Edmond hitting high off the top of the block. International type swing.
Kentucky native decided to stay home for college. Now she can stay in the United States to play pro. What a treat. Block there. Sam Bothy with the left hand.
Monster block by number 26.
Watch this pass. You're going to see Taylor Sandbothi make her move all the way to close with Bree King doing a nice job getting over the net.
The blue wave keeping it close. Bastinelli hits it off the block and out. That was a pretty nice move.
It was a really nice move.
Block by number 14, Leah Edmond.
And you're going to see this is just a nice swing off the block by Bastinelli. She's a strong attacker. She can really blast the ball off hands and through blocks.
Deja McClendon back to serve. She's 4-0, as is Kelly Hunter, coming off that Team Subelden last week, who went 3-0 and winners last night. Betty De La Cruz pounds it up and over.
And what makes her so special, I mean, it's not a full approach. She's kind of just standing there, you know, it's right inside the 10-foot line. She takes a little hop and blasts it high off the top of the hands.
Remember, every action that a player takes adds or subtracts from their individual score for the entire season, from the very first match to the very first week to the very last play of the last weekend of play, the last weekend in March. And all the team points add up as well. So it is important to win those team points. Going 4-0 is huge.
It's huge. There's so many points on the table to be had for the sets and for winning the entire match.
That's 240 points alone for winning those overalls. 60 points for an overall. And it's plus 12 for an ace. There you go. Count it for Bree King, the setter out of Langley, BC.
I tell you, I've noticed all the setters are really good servers. You know, in this league, they're driving the ball fast and flat with some pace.
2 touches, still alive. Backslide is good. Love the dueling backslides with Ali Bastianelli back in action. Was unavailable in week 1, back in week 2.
Complement each other. So when we have specific rotations up front row, I wanted players that work well together, that block well together. Also a team that was really high energy. I got a lot of people that are big celebrators, big talkers, and I like a lot of communication on the court.
That was your guaranteed rate draft recap coming at you with Leah Edmonds starring. And she was all about fun and energy, much the way Tiffany Clark was. That has worked out thus far. Fans, if you want to get even closer to the game, I mean, we had you in the huddle earlier, but if you want to have it in your house, go ahead and join the Unlimited Club for free and select your favorite player. You can unlock special access, additional content, and more. Make your Geico Unlimited pick when you join to unlock player content from your favorite player. Looking for even more? Upgrade your membership for a whole year of behind-the-scenes access and join the players in voting for game MVPs. Learn more about the Unlimited Club by visiting auprosports.com. I want to say thank you to our presenting court sponsor, Geico, for their support of Athletes Unlimited. As we look at the Geico leaderboard, anything jumping out here, Salima?
Let's see here. I mean, of course, Jordan Larson coming up with some big wins, rallying her team from behind, and that's where she's getting a ton of those win points. But I really, you know, Bethania De La Cruz and Leah Edmond flip-flopping positions, and we're going to see where that flushes out by the end of this match.
Only back 49 points. I think I know what direction that goes. Bethania De La Cruz. If you took Betty out. Otherwise, I have no clue.
Right. Exactly.
A look at Bree King. We asked Bree, what feedback you can get from your brother Bryce last night?
She said, oh, the other center was better than you.
Bryce, clean it up, my man.
Come on.
Support your sister out there.
Help her out.
The Trinity Wesleyan veteran. Wannabu, more defense. +5 for each of those digs. Boy, a lot of tips so far from Betty De La Cruz. Calling for it again. She's raising her hand. And she gets it.
Point Team De La Cruz.
You know, and I think she's tipping some of these balls because she sees the defense. She knows what she's doing there. But then, of course, blasting away at the block as well. She doesn't hit it straight into it and down. She hits it off of the block so it goes high and out of bounds. Sheridan, on the other hand.
Yeah, that's a little different.
They need to get Sheridan Atkinson going here. See, she finds that sharp inside the block.
Ace service from Leah Edmond.
That's an ace by number 14, Leah
And the class
Edmond.
goes wild. She's a 5th grade teacher, teaches math. Got a leave of absence from a very supportive principal for this as you look at Bree King in your isolation there. Don't even need to see her do anything but celebrate a 2nd ace from Leah Edmond.
She's gone at a couple of runs throughout this league where she gets this ball to really drop right in front of the passer. She drives it hard, but it's got a nice float on it, moves a little bit, and sinks just right in front of the pass.
Blowing up, King standing in again. How about another dump?
Number 15.
Kelly Hunter.
And it's working.
Life hacks by Hunter.
It's working.
Dye your eyebrows and dump the ball.
It's nice to see her kind of getting in her rhythm and finding that. You know, it's been a while since she's running offense.
Where will that continuous dumping pay dividends later for the offense?
Well, the block's going to have to respect her and pay attention to her and jump. So then it's going to create some one-on-one opportunities for the outsides, because you're going to have a middle jumping with her, and then everyone else will be available to score.
Team De La Cruz picks up another one there on the error from Aubrey Cruz. Joined the national team at 15, opposite her, but Danya De La Cruz was MVP, Volleyball Player of the Year in the Dominican Republic at 19. Ages when most American players are playing juniors or just into college. McClendon tips out of the back row directly into the campfire. Ball declared up.
You bet they're going to challenge that if they don't get this point.
Up again, thrown to the corner. Nia Grant gets a hold of another one, and we'll see if a challenge comes. No, just some complaining because they won the point.
Right, I mean. No, it doesn't matter, they won the point, so I think Betty De La Cruz just wants to say, hey, listen, got to make these calls. We don't want to waste challenges.
Our crew on top of it, 20 to 15. Timeout called, Team Edmond.
Timeout, Team Edmond.
Every one of these athletes is excellent at volleyball and also giving back to the community around them. Their athlete causes allow them to play their season in part for the benefit of a nonprofit of their choice. At the end of the year, the Give Lively Foundation will make a grant equal to 50% of the athlete's end-of-season bonus to that partner. A lot to be earned here.
Voting. Taking third place, winning.
I am going to be playing for Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation. That's Kobe's foundation, and it basically is helping promote women's sports in general, like fighting for equality, helping bridge the gap for minorities into women's sports as well, trying to help with that underprivileged kids get the opportunity to play. The reason why I wanted to represent that foundation is because when I was growing up as a kid, Kobe was an idol to me, and so losing him this past year brought a lot of things in perspective for me. And so just one, how thankful I am that I was able to, make it out of my situation and that I had someone, help me. And so I want to be able to help the foundation and help other people, kids that are in that same situation that I was in as a kid, have the opportunity to play and, pursue their passion.
Of course, what still sounds weird is to say that Kobe Bryant is no longer with us. Vanessa Bryant, his wife, tweeting about the league and the involvement for our athletes, with our athletes. Outstanding there, and good to see the good work carried on by Vanessa Bryant. Lots of good work done by all the athletes through their athlete causes via Athletes Unlimited. Trumbull Family Fitness for Nia Grant. You'll hear from a lot of these women throughout our broadcasts on why they have chosen to support different causes, as you just heard from Saria Freeman. Step Up for Mental Health for Ebony Wanabu. That's all Team De La Cruz athlete causes on that side. There, look at Saria Freeman. Boy, what a great journey for her to Florida State via volleyball. Would end up playing basketball there in a random year as well. A talented athlete who comes from circumstances quite different from most.
She really did. She battled through a lot.
At one point living in a car with her mom while going to school. And volleyball, an excellent escape for her and a path to traveling the world, traveling the United States first. Out of San Jose, California now. And she had a lot of great things to say about her grandmother who helped raise her out in California. That one gets thrown sideways. So the Grand Me, she calls it Grand Me. Saria Freeman. Arkula Horn, 80 years old, 5 feet tall. Can you imagine?
No.
Next to her 6'4" granddaughter.
Number 81, Betania.
So she has a lot to thank Arkula Horn for. Big jump serve from Betty De La Cruz. And a big block.
Nice cover.
That was Grant Wanabu. That's formidable. Wanabu is formidable on offense as well.
Point, Team De La Cruz.
Team De La Cruz keeps pushing away and extending this lead a little bit. And they're going to get the ball to Ebony Wanabu when they need a point.
Team De La Cruz coming off a 73-67 win over Team Low. I think it's a pretty formidable franchise. That one's over the top by Sheridan Atkinson, a one-time All-American at Purdue, transferring from Long Beach State.
Wow, and they're handling Betty De La Cruz serve so well, and Sheridan Atkinson just going over the top down the line.
A little double sub action happening here, and you will get your first look in this match at Sheila Castro, two-time gold medalist with Brazil and Olympic hopeful for this year in Tokyo. Hoping to go to her 4th Olympic Games. And the other setter checking in is Kaylee Mans, who started last week for Team Sibelda and went 3-0 with them. That tip goes. So many tips from Bethania De La Cruz.
Well, you know, and they watch these teams play. They stay and scout a little bit and see where potential openings are on the court. She's been doing a nice job scoring on some of these plays. So some of it could be the setting. Some of it also is just strategy and where she knows the defense is.
Man's known for picking those up routinely, playing defense under the block. Shayla chips. And that one goes just inside the cage.
Betty De La Cruz wasn't even quite ready for that set. She was just kind of standing there like, oh, that's coming to me.
Now serving set point.
Still is able to manufacture a kill.
Bad pass, nets a kill for Bastianelli. And that is it. The first set is history, 25-17. Thought Team De La Cruz might be dangerous in point scoring, and that proves to be true here in set number 1 against Team Ed.
25-17. With that set win, everyone on Team De La Cruz takes home 40.
Betty De La Cruz, it doesn't always have to be the power. You know she has that. Collecting kills, blocking balls, and her team wins 25-17. Second set on the turn. Tonight's match is presented by Guaranteed Rate. We're going to keep updating the Geico leaderboard for you throughout our weekends and throughout the matches. Live updates. Bethania De La Cruz still holding a lead over Leah Edmond, and at this point, still in the top 4. And let's go down now to Anna Drucker, who will translate for us as we get a chance to check in with Betty. Anna, what's going right for Team De La Cruz here? What is she happy with in terms of plan coming in and then the results?
Betty, ¿qué está saliendo bien en términos del equipo y qué está saliendo bien en términos de los resultados?
Bueno, creo que como equipo estamos jugando muy bien, cada una está haciendo su trabajo y en los momentos difíciles estamos saliendo rápido de ello y creo que por eso nos está yendo bien.
As a team, we're doing a really good job. Everybody's doing what they have to do, and that's why things are working out as they should.
Well, how do you sustain this level of play? What's the conversation in the huddle right now?
Betty, ¿cómo es que pueden sostener este nivel de juego? ¿Cómo es la conversación en el huddle ahora?
Creo que cada una es receptiva a lo que por ejemplo yo le digo, a lo que le dice la coach y creo que cada una por eso está funcionando bien el juego, porque estamos saliendo rápido, como dije, del cambio de pelota.
So things are working out because everybody's very receptive to what the coach is saying, and they're getting very fast out of the change of the ball.
Very good. Thank you, Betty.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Look at that first set, Bethania De La Cruz. Team De La Cruz won 8 of the last 10 points of that first set.
Yeah, she came alive and she was absolutely on fire, but she uses that experience, her Olympic, her international, her years of international experience to lead this team. That's why she's a captain and one of the point score leaders.
She's 6 of 13. No errors, did not get blocked, and consequently the points keep rising because she's not making mistakes to hurt her.
Well, and that's the key. If you can continue to score points, that's good.
All right, you don't want to mess with Ali Bastianelli on the court. Do not mess with her off the court either. You don't want to catch a kick.
Started karate when I was 5. My sister was in it already for, I think, 2 years, and my parents just really wanted us to be able to defend ourselves as women in society, and also like the discipline that comes with doing karate was just insane. No other sport has really made me as disciplined as karate ever did, and so we kind of just like got started in it and we fell in love with it. And I actually am a 2-time national champion in sparring. I was 8 years old, so yeah, it was really cool.
Parents used to make the siblings settle disputes by taking it to the mat.
I like that. We kind of do that in our house with jiu-jitsu. It's the same thing.
Really? You just grab the gi and throw somebody through a wall in the living room?
Through a wall. You just kind of roll around a little bit. Let's battle it out and see what happens.
I keep my violence to pickleball these days. Key Michael's producing some outstanding content, and she's doing a lot for us. You'll see her throughout. Let's go to the jersey reveal when everyone got their unis.
Alex, we're following you. Please don't follow me. I have no idea. Okay, put right back there, and it'll be self-explanatory. You try on your jersey. Thanks. Glad we got the option. Color here. They're awesome. Look at the new uniform. Super excited.
You don't have to be a player to get hooked up. Go hook yourself up. AUProsports.com to get your gear. And don't forget to follow on social at AUProsports for exclusive insider content. And then don't forget to interact with us. So don't just follow. Don't just follow, get involved. Salima throws emojis all over you. Look at that, there's the gear, biggest little fan. Caitlin, right on. All dog photos that are sent in will make the show. And all games being played in the living room. Pepper time for Zachary. Love it. So get social with us. Follow AU Pro Sports on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Facebook.
Someone's messing with my emoji button.
Kevin Barnett, Salima Rockwell, start of set number 2, match number 2 of the evening. Thanks for being with us wherever you are on this planet as we stream worldwide on 5 different digital platforms. And I think we're getting picked up in other places. I heard some national team members, Micah Maha included, were streaming us on Twitch.
There's a lot of people watching right now.
Commenting over the top, so what's up to Micah? He's hoping to make an Olympic team and go to Tokyo as a part of the men's side. Ace service, Ali Cruz. The service ace game for sure being won by Team Edmond.
Well, they're putting a ton of pressure on McClendon and De La Cruz in that area of the court. So Deja McClendon trying to step in here, and you see Betty De La Cruz giving her some tips, giving her some help there. Hey, let's scoot up a little bit and see what happens.
Big stuff block by McCade. She was all in front of that one. Arthur on Facebook wants to know how many cameras we have. There are 8 manned cameras, and there are various other ones floating around. Complete coverage here, Athletes Unlimited in Dallas. Just under it. Great run by Hunter. That ball just wide, so that run pays off. Hunter's effort to save it and keep it alive.
Really good hustle by Hunter. See this tip goes wide.
Setter at Nebraska, graduated at 17. Her mom was also a setter at Nebraska, 77 to 80. The Terry Pettit years. Almost the exact play by Bree King there. Blocked by McCage and King together. One person's going to get those points, just to be clear.
Bree King is long. She's a pretty tall and long setter. I think she got that one. Oh, they both kind of got it. I don't know who's going to get credit for that one. We'll see what the statisticians do.
The official score. It's like waiting to see if it's going to be counted as an error or a hit.
Right.
Same thing.
Right.
Side out there. Our big score, 27-21. Team Edmond trailing Team De La Cruz.
Now serving, number 18,
Big swing.
Keisha McClendon for Team De La Cruz.
That called out, but then overruled as in. That is our up official, Michelle Prater.
Service error. Point Team Edmond. Now serving for Team Edmond.
Keisha McClendon
26.
trying to find that serve. She had a couple of good runs yesterday, driving that ball nice and deep. Now they're probably going to go back to her here and try to force her to pass.
They do. She does. Bastianelli converts.
Monster Spy.
One of the most important things of the game is to be able to move on from mistakes and not make multiple ones in a row, and that's what McClendon does so well. She made that serving error, passed the ball perfectly for Bastianelli to get that kill.
To that point, I love the hand motion, if you caught it, from McClendon after missing that serve, to roll it forward, get on to the next play. They're going to have to do it again off a second miss.
And right now they're up by 5, but these points are huge. When you look at the total score, 28-23, you can't afford to really give points away.
Just long. We might see a challenge here. That looked into me. And Betty De La Cruz signals as much. I really like the pass there from Nomaris.
Did too.
We have a challenge on the
Beautiful
last
pass.
Team De La Cruz.
And a heavy, heavy swing. You see Clark just gets out of the way of the ball. Falls on her back, calls it out.
Already been blown up a couple times in this
Yeah, but she'll take it.
Oh,
she
yeah.
doesn't care. She will get in front of it.
No, she's a honey badger back there.
Honey Badger don't care.
She don't care. Look, she's eating a snake. Ew, gross.
Honey Badger don't care.
No word. We'll ask her. Tiff Clark, have you ever eaten a snake?
Big swing.
Oh, that's in. Yeah, that's in. I'm going with in. I don't even have to see it perfectly. Our crew's going to get it. You know they are. From another angle, that thing's in.
I've got my controls over here of the telestrator, and I can't see that angle. I believe you. You have those young eyes.
Yeah, that's what I thought until Bree King did not understand the television show reference I made, because it came out year before she was born.
So bad.
I know.
So old.
Bree King does not understand why a floppy-headed Canadian makes any sense.
Yeah, that ball's in.
That ball's in. That's excellent. I told you their crew would get it. I believe in our team. There you go. Yvonne Wagner, captain of our crew. She'll be with us all the way to the end of the month. And what say you, Young Park? Indeed.
After review.
Michelle Prater gives the official as the R1, and we are moving on with Team De La Cruz now at 4-6. Good swing there early on in this set, which has featured Team Edmond in the lead. Rebounding from that 25-17 drubbing. Nah, what do you think, drubbing? You gotta go 12, 13? It's close, right?
12-13.
Okay.
Yeah, 12-13 is drubbing. But this is a big swing of points, you know, so they had.
And they want to check there. The little delay was to make sure. Yep, we checked with the official scorekeeper. Do we have the right server back there given that delay? I want to make sure they're in the right rotation.
Now serving for Team
And
De
the
La
right
Cruz,
server
number
is
15,
Kelly Hunter. What a thing to follow in your mom's footsteps. Mom, Lori, the setter, Kelly Hunter, the setter, at the flagship of the state. Big dig there by number 52. Push into the block is unsuccessful. That is the biggest block you could find this week.
Yeah, it's huge. Nia Grant and Abby Wanabu over there just smothering the net. See, this ball's low and inside. She tries to tip it, but there is nowhere to go.
Shayla. That was a nice swing dug up by Wanabu. Continues to play defense in that right back, right front. Chiseled out, Auri Cruz gets the kill.
Point, Team Edmond.
Auri Cruz now with 4.
Nice job by Auri Cruz. Looking for the tool there. She was a little bit quiet last night. See if she can generate a little bit more noise tonight for her team.
Auri, familiar to our U.S. fans, played at Florida. Mom really pushed her to go to school in the United States, get into college. Big block there from McCage, the left arm.
Monster block.
You see Molly McCage, her hands are just so big at the net. And she's there and she spreads those fingers and hands wide. Look at that. Presses back into the court. Huge block. She knew it before it happened. Sambothi just fired up for her.
Service error. Point, Team De La Cruz.
I will put into the kitty if we get Taylor Sambothi to give it a whirl for the world record of chicken wings consumed. She said she wants the record.
Let's wait to the end. Last day.
Yeah.
Now serving.
See what happens. See what make her sick.
Remind me of the gallon of milk challenge done at your house back in 1998.
Let's not.
Big tough serve there. Edmond out of the back row, another nice dig. Everyone in the back row standing in. Hunter once more. Rally of the match. Ends with a push through. How about the defense going on?
The defense is unbelievable from every position. You're seeing middle back, right back, especially. I'm super impressed with right back with the setters and the opposites.
Number 13, Shayla Castro.
Shayla hits that super flat serve. And it results in a point, keeping her at the line. Hugely important to keep your good servers at the line, no matter how the conversion comes.
Absolutely, driving the pass off the net. And this is one thing, I talked to Deja McClendon a little bit. She said she's working on keeping her arm just a little bit higher, trying not to let her elbow drop. That's something that her coach, Taiba Hanif, would talk to her about, which gave her some success last night.
Near success there for McCage blocking. Out of the back row. There's success blocking. You mentioned how long Bree King is.
She is long, and she makes that move all the way from the right side, helping on that back row attack.
She's in the middle front.
She's just hanging out in the middle of the court. And Tiffany Clark loves it.
We wondered how much talk there would be through the net, how much competition there. Bree King is picking up the intensity and trash talk.
She's got some fire.
Yeah.
I tell you, I wouldn't mess with her. She's got some fire.
Just wide.
Service error. Point.
That kind of serve would have been an ace if it's in. And she just drives that ball so fast and flat over top of the net.
Number 23, Molly Lohman.
Molly Lohman comes in for the service. Shayla Castro has stayed, subbed in, and has remained. Well, chisel off the outside, Molly McCage.
Number 5, Molly
Looking for McCage's numbers, now coming in at 3 of 7. close to 400. Which, yeah, you know, that's okay.
Yeah, meh, that'll do. I mean, for someone that's hitting 700.
On the McCage scale, it's kind of like the F scale for tornadoes.
Is that what it's like?
Yeah. McCage has been sort of an F4, F5, and right now she's only an F3. Yeah, you still don't want to get hit by it.
Number 95, Ebony Wanaboo now.
Out of Spring, Texas, had that outstanding career for UT under head coach Jared Elliott. Playing for 1% of the planet, encouraging corporations to donate 1% of their profits to sustainability efforts. Good touch by the block. Wanaboo back the other way. Hey, a second time. We're streaking McCage now.
Number 5, Molly McCage.
Beautiful dig by Shayla Castro. It's a heavy, heavy swing. Perfectly dug right to the target. McCage is going to be up, and Bree King knows it.
Talked a lot about the offense of McCage. She was the second leading blocker in week 1. She has 4 in this one. Pounded through on the tight set.
Really nice swing by Erica Wilson.
Yeah, nice to see number 32 out there, former ASU player. Has played in Germany, Switzerland, Turkey, the Philippines. Coached a little bit. It has been a volleyball journey for Erica Wilson. We get her for her first extended action. Wanaboo into the net, good plan. Not quite.
Wanaboo's reaction time, I mean, balls that are like off the block, rattling through, and she's still able to make those moves defensively. You see this ball rattles, and she reaches out, extends, and still makes a play on it.
How about shooting the ball into the net as a strategy?
Absolutely, and then you can play it out of it.
Team Edmonds picked up the service pressure here in the second. It's paying off. Do you go Shayla? No. Betty goes right past Shayla.
Such a nice swing. Takes time. She analyzes where the block is, can see it clearly where she wants to go with this ball. Sees the block move in and chops it down the line.
We know a lot of people are enjoying Athletes Unlimited on digital. We're on 5 different channels, and you pick it up with your phone. Increasingly is the size of an old school television. Jeffrey's on Twitter watching. We see you out there, Jeff. Betty's down and not getting up quickly. That was a dangerous play close to the net.
It was a tight play. She tipped it over. I didn't see what happened right after that. If she just tweaked an ankle a little bit, just kind of shaking it off.
Oh, she got stepped on. Yeah, Leah Edmonds stepped on her foot and did not sprain her own ankle, so that is actually a positive result in what is an incredibly dangerous situation.
It absolutely is. She was able to walk over to the side. It's like she can still put pressure on it.
Now, Leah Edmonds, she's a jumper, so she was coming out of orbit. That was a falling satellite on top of Betty's left foot. Let her shake it off, and let's give you a little sounds of what it's like to be here in Dallas with Athletes Unlimited Volleyball.
I think with all the tips and junk, in my head at least, I'm like expecting the big hits, which I feel like I'm okay losing points on huge hits. It sucks everything out of us when we lose points on tips and rolls, and so yeah.
Let's give him a different look.
Yeah.
Let's just give him a different look.
Why not?
Plus additional cards about
Fans, if you want to own a piece of unlimited history, do it. Get over to Topps.com, get your trading card set. First ever for professional volleyball. A limited edition set featuring all the athletes, 45 of them with inserted serial numbered parallels, including player autographs and gold 1-of-1s. There is Shayla Castro spiking on the right. Sets are available now through April 2nd over at Topps.com, and this will be your only chance to pick that up as we look at our Geico leaderboard. Liana Sebelden hanging on in number 4, but poised to pass is Leah Edmond. And maybe Ebony Wanaboo not far back. And you've seen Deja McClendon out there. Notable shaved head. Recently, during quarantine, everything sped up, she said. When COVID happened, everything got accelerated, and she got married quicker than she thought. Deja would go down to Croatia. Beautiful photos from Split.
Just stunning. It was so fun to see it. She posted on social media and everyone was like, wait, what? You did? She's like, yep, we got it done.
She married Niko Domzalski in Croatia. He's a Polish physical therapist. The plan is to live in Gdansk for a couple of years. And if you know political history, Lech Walesa is from Gdansk. The shipyards of Gdansk play a huge role in Polish history. So they may live there for a few years and see. Deja continues to play, and he's working in the industry. Owner of a clinic. Castro in. She has a world-class arm.
I mean, she does. I mean, you just watch it. You watch how smooth it is. You watch how she moves it around. You got the whole team patting themselves on the head, so they want to challenge.
It was called in by the linesman.
Yes.
And then overruled, and then challenged. That was a sequence of events that have Young Park now heading over to the challenge booth. You won't be there to help him this time.
I will not, unfortunately. I can see him from here. I might lean over the balcony if I can and yell down in his ear.
Oh, that one's going to be really close.
Be really close from this angle. Tough to say absolutely, definitively.
Absolutely, definitively, without question.
I knew you were
absolutely, positively has to be there on time. Is that where you were going? It absolutely, positively has to be there on the line if it's going to be called in.
Remember, every team gets 2 challenges.
Per set?
Per set. We are close in score, 36-31. Team De La Cruz in the overall. So all of these points are super important, crucial.
You get 40 points for a set win. Team De La Cruz collected that already. That is non-negotiable. Given over like a bearer bond. Here you go. 40 points for you, and we move on to another 40 points to be rewarded at the end of this second set. And keep chasing that overall, because that will award you 60 at the end. We saw a case with our early match. Team Larson almost lost the overall, got to within 1 as they gave up a late run.
It was unbelievable.
The official ruling was out, and they will stay with that.
After review, the ruling stands.
So the ruling stands, and it's 14-11.
Point, Team De La Cruz.
See if she goes back to the 2-time gold medalist for another swing.
I would. Or not, said everybody else. Nobody home for the tip.
Number 14, Leah Edmond with the kill.
On a smart play in the middle of a rally with the middle blocker, Ali Bastianelli, in the left back, pretty deep down the line. Smart play by Leah Edmond.
Sambothi under it. As is Hunter, so the tip's not falling anymore. That one is wide, no question on it. 16-11, Team Edmond. And we are 36-33, Team De La Cruz. Howdy Cruz. Pretty international front row right there. Sambothi. Don't know that she ever thought she'd be standing between 2 Olympians.
That's a pretty special place to be. Getting here, covering for Howdy Cruz, using that experience to blast through the block.
Edmond throws it back. At first contact, you can do almost anything you want. Just can't lift it. That ball will find the floor, and Tiff Clark will find the edges of the court.
She will go. If nothing's in her way, she's just going to keep going.
Tiffany Clark said, I think of myself as the quarterback of the serve receive, energy-giving plays and try and suck the life out of the opposing team. I think I'd go middle linebacker. I think your libero's your middle linebacker. You're playing defense. Tiff Clark's from Naperville, Illinois.
All of it.
Come on, Tiff Clark, Dick Butkus, Mike Singletary, Brian Urlacher, and Tiffany Clark.
The Bears.
Same attitude. She can play middle linebacker. No word if it was libero Ditka, if they would dig everything. There, libero Clark's digging everything.
There she is.
Through the block and down.
Well, Tiffany Clark just everywhere on the court, flying around, digging balls in the middle of the court, keeping the ball alive.
Like an albatross, flying about the court. Wants to do her graduate work in ornithology. Went to Wisconsin after freshman year at Michigan. Transferred, she's playing for Earth Justice. A huge Office fan. She loves The Office. She said when it was going off Netflix, she started the last episode, went through the whole season, but started the last episode on the minute so that it finished at midnight when it officially left Netflix to go to Peacock. Right to the minute she watched the end of it.
She's unbelievable. That's a special kid. I mean, you know you're special when your favorite bird's an albatross.
Did you know that the resting heart rate of an albatross is the same as it is when it's in flight?
I learned that last week.
Yeah. When you were mic'd up with Tiff Clark, you learned a lot of things. Dela Cruz bombs it. Really like Leah Edmond. She's popping it up, and Cruz is now converting on the outside.
She is. That's a good point with Edmond. Just digging balls in the back row. She's in the right spot. Between the block and the holes, but staying deep when there's a well-formed block. Edmond doing a really nice job. Cruz coming through.
I wondered, Salima Rockwell, coming in, Aubrey Cruz was hitting 160. Did you expect it to rise?
I wasn't sure. I mean, you expect it from someone that has that much experience and was a captain 3 times and has shown that she can play well.
7 of 14.
Yeah.
500 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Atkinson. She goes through the block and down. A relatively quiet start to this one for Sheridan Atkinson in terms of kills. 18 attempts, 4 kills.
Nice set by Bree King. Flinging it out there, and Atkinson getting it through the block. Now we're at 1 point ball game in the overall score.
Yeah, reversal of fortunes here in set number 2. Right through the block and down, Erica Wilson. You've seen a couple of players who we haven't gotten long looks at yet. Erica Wilson on one side, Shayla Castro who served that.
Erica Wilson doing a really nice job. Digging a couple balls so far and getting off the ball, off the floor quickly, swinging fast, beating the block before it even has a chance to get over the net.
She coached at Miracosta College, did Erica. Not to be confused with Miracosta High School, a volleyball factory in Manhattan Beach. A service!
It's a nice serving sub coming in. If she's not playing in the middle, Molly Lohman has a really nice serve.
Extending that 6'3" frame to drive the ball flat across the net. Timeout called after that ace. Mentioned how some of these players are fans. Bree King has a strong passion for volleyball. Led her to get super excited about playing here in North America, something she's been dreaming about since she was a little girl.
I'm excited to play for Athletes Unlimited because it's every North American volleyball player's dream to play professionally in North America. And I'm from Canada, but we are really closely tied with USA Volleyball and just like a common heart behind what we're doing. And I think that's what stuck out to me right from the get-go, is just how passionate everyone involved is with what we're trying to accomplish. And I just imagine being like a 12-year-old girl and seeing this happen and being like, holy, like I don't have to go to Europe. Maybe one day I could play in this league. That kind of just changes the whole game and development of the sport in US and Canada.
Both working on developing the sport and a church with her husband Jeremy called The Way. Bree King tonight stacking up some points. Playing a lot of defense back there in that right back. +5 every time you pop one up.
A lot of defense and doing a nice job running her offense as well. Her offense is running very efficiently, so she's getting a lot of assists at the same time as well. Bree King left college a year earlier, half a year early, to try and help her team qualify for the Olympics.
Came up just short.
Just short, but went back to school, finished, but has a lot of experience with her national team of Canada.
That coached by Tom Black, an American. Coaches at Georgia and was coaching for the Canadian national team.
Now serving, number 24, Aubrey Cruz, 14 at.
We were talking to Aubrey Cruz, who is an international volleyball assassin. Owned a house 14 years, never lived there. Block by Molly McCage. Aubrey Cruz will serve again. Since she's never lived there, so during this downtime, when she didn't have to go to another season, go to another team, go to another country, she said, I started cleaning out my closet. She said, I had 23 years of spandex to go through.
That's a lot.
Yeah. The amount of team gear you get, national team and pro, when you play that long is insane. Edmond lights the fire.
Man, it's a big old swing. And again, Bree King doing a really nice job putting this ball right on the money. You see, she gets around the ball. Perfectly set for Leah Edmond.
And that is now 23-15. McCage has picked up another block recently. They have picked up the pace here and piled them on. Tell you about Honey Park wanted a timeout. We mentioned that Leah Edmond was a 5th grade math teacher. She's been doing it from the basement of her house, and this is her class.
That is so cute.
At Dixie Magnet Elementary School in Lexington, Kentucky, they had some selections to make in a Bitmoji type situation. Pick yourself out, put yourself in the picture.
I love this. I want that picture.
So good. Here's a woman who comes directly out of college. You see the volleyball talent. You knew it, SEC Player of the Year, but we've seen it expressed here in a professional side of things. She's also teaching school. Came in 4th in total points. Of course, one of our captains, first team All-American and kill leader in Kentucky history for head coach Craig Skinner over there. Thank you to our presenting court sponsor, Geico.
Well, you know, watching Leah Edmond in college, you knew how good she was, right? She was just dominating in college, but to see it here at this level and to see it translate to the next level has been unbelievably impressive to me. I don't know if I should be surprised or not, but just with her, the lack of professional experience and years after college, she's playing really well and plays like a veteran.
Is there a particular part of the game that stands out that you're surprised by?
I just think how high she hits, how high and hard and deep, no matter where the set is. That's what international players do. That's what you see Jordan Larson doing. On an off play, she's still taking a monster swing deep into the court. And you see that with Leah Edmond, which I think you're not seeing from some of the other younger attackers here.
Edmond slowed there. Ebony Wannabu not slow. Brenda on Facebook checks in and says she's watching with her class.
By number 95, Ebony Wannabu.
Maybe we need a Bitmoji picture from Brenda.
That would be awesome. Do it, Brenda.
Also serving for Team Dela Cruz.
Nice set there, getting in there by Hunter.
That's OT. Over the top. That one looked like it was down. Doesn't matter.
It's a great effort. Nice layout.
Yeah, the charge was on by NBA.
Comes in for that pancake, and she's like, go, go, go. Don't know if part of it hit the ground, but I love the defensive effort.
Domaris Velez Agosto made her international debut in 2011. First time she's playing outside Puerto Rico. Erica Wilson chisels. She made her international debut in 2013. There, a look at NBA, law firm of Domaris Velez and Agosto for all your volleyball legal needs. Spanish is spoken.
She actually is studying to be a lawyer.
Yeah, took a semester off to be here. Team Edmond wins it in the second set. 40-point match points taken, 25-17. We have gone back and forth. 25-17 in equal directions. Plus 40 for one side, plus 40 for the other side. We have 100 points yet to give out. Will it be 25-17? Or will it be a deuce set, maybe some overtime? We're tied at 42. We're going to that golden 100-point third. Tonight's match is presented by Guaranteed Rates. Coming into Dallas, we asked our players, hey, when you talk about self-belief, a time of reflection, and how it affected your career, you might have a time of reflection after this. Looking at the Geico scoreboard, our league leaderboard, Jordan Larson continues to be the model citizen in Athletes Unlimited. Let's check in with our Believe You Will and hear about a pivotal moment in a player's career.
In my second year of professional, I was in Germany, in Stuttgart, and it was really tough. I mean, the season was tough, you're overseas, and it was a grind. Our coach was very similar to the coach that I had in college, but he had high ambitions for the team. And at one point, because it's 10 months, I think maybe at the 5-month mark, I was like, oh my God, this is super overwhelming. And I kind of just had to sit for a second and really figure out what it is that I wanted. And that's when I feel like I had to dig deep and grow as a person and a player. And then we ended up coming back at the end of season and almost winning everything.
Love that, coming back in a professional season under all that pressure and nearly winning the championship. Of course, you want to win the championship. It can't always happen. Best blocker in Germany, two-time NCAA champion there under Russ Rose. And Salima Rockwell.
I had the opportunity to coach her. It's a wonderful player to coach.
Yeah, I've been playing professionally now for quite some time. That goes by in the blink of an eye. Oh, you look up and Nia Grant has been a pro all over the planet for some time. Look at our point scoring system. If you didn't know how it laid out, you're going to be quite familiar with it as you check in with us throughout the month of March. Set 1, 40 points. We gave that out 25-17 for Team De La Cruz. We went 25-17 the other way, 40 more for Team Edmond. So we still have 100, and because we are tied, it's a 100-point set. You win it, you're going to win the match, you're going to win the set. We'll get into the rest as we move along, but let's give you a little more insight with Joe Trinzi, who's the architect of this scoring system and a coach in Athletes Unlimited.
What every player sees is the win points is the strongest component. And so first of all, just right there, if you look at players who even didn't play very much, you know, Purple went 3-0 in the first night. Even the players that didn't play very much on Purple are all in the top half. And that's how it's sort of always going to be. And then the second thing is, it's actually pretty hard to have an outstanding individual night and lose. It can happen occasionally, but most of the time, when you look at a volleyball game, you look at, okay, here's our top 1 or 2 offensive players that we have to get going in order to win. So those two things really operate in synergy. And actually, I think the players that focus on just winning are the players that are going to be successful individually.
Joe Trinzi has been technical coordinator with Team USA in varying capacities with Team Canada, and he is working with Team Edmond right now, a volleyball analytics software developer. He's been putting that together, a guy who's heavy into math, and future van lifer with his wife Erin and their daughter. Let's take you down on the court right now. Let's get you a little Betania De La Cruz. You need more of that in your life.
In front of me. Okay. My big baby.
Baby.
Yes. You speak like your voice is like a baby.
To begin the second set.
You know it.
Serving for Team Edmond.
24 and 5.
Our Cruz.
Yes.
That's it.
Salima, what are you doing with that?
Your voice is like baby. I love that.
All right, the Geico leaderboard updating right in front of your eyes. That's what we're doing. We're keeping track of it for you. We have a lot of people out there playing this type of system in their practices. I've seen the Pepperdine men's team do it. I know people have been sending you pictures of it. They are putting the Athletes Unlimited formula into action in their own gyms.
It's been a lot of fun to see, and they're sending me pictures of their whiteboards and saying the team absolutely loved it. Tons of pluses and minuses and scratched off numbers and cumulative points, and it's really been fun to watch people do this.
All right, look at Kara Pratt as she is on social with us. Houston Juniors checking in, played our own version. There it is. There's that whiteboard full of pluses and minuses. You might need a couple more colors to go in there.
I love it.
And how about a calculator?
That's Kara. That's how I know Kara Pratt very well, and that's how her brain works. I love this whiteboard. She's going to push these guys hard.
Good job, KP. It's terrific. The kids love it, have a good time because they get to watch it here. And then, hey, get hints. Which part matters? Do I play like Jordan Larson? Don't make any mistakes at all. Go right up the top.
There you go.
Going to emulate somebody. Jordan Larson is it. Flat one, looking for hands, doesn't find it from Wilson.
I like that Erica Wilson is going for the hands, especially when that block is there. It's already set. She knows she doesn't have that big swing. Looking for hands and just missed over the top.
Erica Wilson, a model in addition to being a pro player. She'll get the ball again. And this time she'll get the kill. That one just out of reach. And I love what she said. She said, I want fitness to be an inspiring force for women, the words of Erica Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, it's important to her. And she loves fitness, and she loves how it translates to sport, to health, to mentality, to how people see themselves and how important it is.
NVA with the dig. Perfect pass from Shayla. She's done that 10,000 times.
That she could have closed her eyes.
20,000
as it was coming over the net, and it would have been perfect.
Good fun for Shayla after having twins Liz and Nina to return to volleyball. First with the club that she initially debuted for in Brazil, in the Brazilian League, and then with the national team. Now here with Athletes Unlimited, and she will presumably return to the national team. Said she's about 70–80% of herself during her professional season in Brazil. She's still working her way back into what should be 100% form by the time her team gets to Tokyo. That happening in the latter half of July into early August.
It's really, I just think we're so fortunate to have her here in this league, representing her country and being here with Athletes Unlimited. I'm going to get her playing card, that's for sure.
Nice. It looks good. We've seen it a bunch. That ball's still good. Not anymore.
Point, Team Dela Cruz.
Remember, this is now a golden set coming out tied 42-42. You're going to take the set. You're going to take the match. It's going to be 60 points.
It's a lot of points. It's really going to push somebody in that leaderboard that we showed you earlier and move some things around a little bit.
Yeah, 100 points available. All to one side here. That ball, somebody got under it.
Tiffany Clark.
Lohman to Dela Cruz. Sambothi, was it over? The officials looking at one another, and I think that's going to be called over, yes. Officials looking at each other. There was eye contact.
There was.
Nonverbal communication.
There definitely was. Now, Leah Edmond, the captain.
As an aggressive hitter, I hate this call. Because they expect you just to wait and have it hit the tape, and it's going to land on top of the tape. And which way is it going to go? How do I know?
It's a tough call.
I get up and hit that every time. Taylor Simbothi. She calls herself her own offensive play. Normally the setters do that.
Well, hey, maybe she's going to set her. She's not happy that she got called. I might set her right now.
Shayla blocked. Kelly Hunter.
Huge block by Kelly Hunter. Always been a good blocker, solid blocker. Gets over the net and drops. Look her drop into that angle. It's a beautiful block.
Kelly Hunter's seen this level before. She played in Turkey with Simone Lee and Annie Drews. A couple of names you'll remember, former Penn State star and Purdue All-American. All-American honors for both those players, and Annie Drews, a possibility at opposite for the national team, perhaps an Olympian, as that one is blocked down the other direction again, back to back. Dean Dela Cruz, 6-2, up 48-44.
Their first timeout of the third set.
Timeout called by Team Edmond. Tonight's Geico defensive play of the game. Could it be at the net? Been a lot of stuffs in this one.
And a huge block by Bree King. Getting in there, making that move all the way in, knowing where that ball's going.
Plus 12 for Bree King right there. And if you are the Geico Defensive Player of the Year, you will get an Athletes Unlimited medal and a $5,000 bonus. Our presenting floor sponsor for Athletes Unlimited is Geico. (6-2) third set. Kevin Barnett alongside Salima Rockwell. We'll be with you here from Dallas for another 3 weekends following this one. We have another night of action coming tomorrow as we get back and get social again. Kevin Grandia, dog daughter, and pro women's volleyball.
Number 16.
Love that. Yep. You put the dog in the photo, you get it on our broadcast.
I love it. Got it all. Dog, daughter, volleyball.
Simple math.
It's not complicated.
And the math is simple for you here in the third. Whoever has the most points in this set takes home 100 points and the victory. Betty Dela Cruz pops it up. Free ball coming. Betty. Boombaye.
Just so good. She's just so good.
Dela Cruz.
A nice dig in the right back by Ebony Wanabu. A beautiful set by Kelly Hunter to the outside.
Team Dela Cruz in this third set went on a 5-point run.
Service error. Point, Team Edmond. Now serving for Team Edmond, the captain, number 14, Leah Edmond.
Team Edmond's fearless leader. Now in the back row. There is the fearless leader of the women clad in purple on Team Dela Cruz. And I like that about both of these attackers. They both swing without fear for anything.
Every time. I mean, they're either going to make a smart shot or they're going to blast away. Blast in the top of the block. And she knows that ball's going out of bounds. She can see the blocker's hand.
Pushed through the block that time by Sheridan Atkinson. Wayne on Twitter said Kelly Hunter is holding a block party in set 3. Hope you brought the chips.
Now serving for Team Edmond, number 41, Taylor Sambothi.
Nice pass by Namaris, but it is blocked again. Atkinson next to McCage.
Point, Team Edmond.
Well, McCage's doing a really nice job getting in front of the hitter there, just making that move. You watch McCage shift over and dive right in there to to get next to Sheridan Atkinson.
I like this matchup here. Wannabu and Atkinson. They go the other way. They probably like that matchup a little bit more if you're Team De La Cruz. That is Bethania De La Cruz against the Cruz on the other side, Aubrey Cruz.
And you want to move the ball around and avoid certain blocks or really maximize your offensive strength. And having Betty De La Cruz on the right in that rotation was big for them.
Yeah, 6'2" versus 5'11". Even though you hit that one off my cage, I think you see a lot more opportunities out there with the smaller ball.
Service error, point to Team Edmond.
9-6 close action, a lead 51-48.
Substitution for Team Edmond. Checking in, number 13, Shayla Castro. Also now serving, Shayla Castro.
Shayla Castro, those 2 gold medals, having defeated Team USA in 2008 as well as 2012. Wilson, nice swing. Edmond with the D. Wannabu. Ebony Wannabu has been hitting the ball deep into the court.
She has been. I mean, and that's what's making her so effective. She can bounce the ball, but she hits it in that last. We talk about that last third of the court, which where no one is. She's hitting it past the left back, middle back, doesn't have the ability to move in that direction.
Well, McCage had an open net, but looked like she ran out of space. Couldn't drive that thing straight ahead.
Yeah, that ball was a little bit behind and outside of her body, and she tried to cut it back and just missed. She and Bree King have a really good connection, so see when they go back. There it is.
Another kill for McCage. Update on McCage's efficiency. 6 kill in the mid-400s.
Really nice run. Look at the speed of the set and the swing.
Wannabu a second time. Yes. 12-7.
Team Edmond going hard, trying to keep that ball alive. They understand the importance of all of these points and where they are in the match right now and that overall score.
Problem right now for Team Edmond, they have but 1 timeout left. And it is only at the 12th point of our 3rd set. How do you stem the momentum? How do you stop the tidal wave that is purple? It's blue wave. Right now it's a purple wave.
It is. Another nice move by Kelly Hunter.
It is a block party.
It really is. She's racking up the points there, but very, very good blocker. Vision. She sees the hitter's arms really well.
Tip is good. 13-8. But De La Cruz kind of doing what they did in the first set. Just 1-2, side out, 1-2, side out, and all of a sudden you look up and you're down 5 or 6 points.
Well, and that's it. If you can score 1 or 2 real points and get a side out, I mean, you'll just keep your lead. You know, that's what you want to do. Be certain, really good at first ball, handling that first pass. Although they've been driving, Team Edmond's been driving this ball pretty deep, but they have the hitters like De La Cruz and Wanbu that are able to hit them out of trouble.
Yeah, kill percentage. De La Cruz has 11, hitting 380. That's not efficiency. And Wannabu has 8 kills, hitting 290.
Yeah.
And just 4 errors or blocks between them.
Number 32, Erica Wilson, now serving for Team De La Cruz.
Edmond got enough of that.
Number 14, Leah Edmond with the kill.
Good effort by the libero. Namaris Velez Basto trying to chase that ball down.
56-51. Match score. This 3rd set will determine the match. One team is getting 100 points. Added to everyone's score. Ebony Wannabe is trying to make it her side.
Man, she just wound up on that ball. I mean, coming in full steam ahead. One blocker in front of her.
Number 55, Ellie
not want to be
now serving
on the receiving end of this swing.
Yeah, she's coming off those victory insoles. Those things are well put together in the innovation lab. Nice pop-up by Hunter. Pancake, no swing. De La Cruz with a big swing. She goes inside the block sometimes.
It's so hard to read. I mean, Tiffany Clark is lined up. I'm watching her right where I thought she would hit the ball, and then she just drops inside the block, beats her on the sideline.
So now forced to use the second timeout at 16-9 as Team Edmond. It's starting to get away from them.
Here's that big swing inside the block. She cuts that hand and drops that thumb. Hit that wrist away ball.
Joe Trinzi working with Team Edmond. And there is Taiba Hanif Park talking to Team De La Cruz. It's not always a captain that has to lead, but right now, Betty De La Cruz is leading. 12 kills. Kill percentage 400. 2 blocks. She's been ripping from the service line. No aces yet.
No, but she's forcing them out of system when she's serving, but she's going after it from every position on the court. Big swings, a lot of big swings off the top of the block as well.
In this set, Team De La Cruz is hitting 560. Their opponent, just 260. That'll win you a lot of matches and a lot of points here on our Geico leaderboard.
Well, that definitely tells the story right now of where they are. De La Cruz in 3rd place.
I could see Wannabe creeping up in there. I could see her getting another 111 points, 112 points to get even with Leah Edmond, but Edmond continues to be a primary offensive threat on the other side. Leah Edmond, 10 kills on 30. Kill percentage 330.
But like you said, there's 100 points. There's 100 points left for individuals to score, and we'll see where that puts them at the end of this set.
Team Edmond down 7 right now. Bad pass. Down 8. And that is a 24-point swing right there. Allie Bastianelli takes the plus. Tiff Clark, or Leah Edmond takes the negative. Tiff Clark almost saved that one.
See if she goes right at her again, straight here down the line.
Yeah, you have to. And that's been, I can think of 3 misses.
Yeah.
Right into that same spot in the net.
This same exact spot.
Yeah.
It kind of sits on the tape right there.
I know what Allie's doing tomorrow. Little serving straight ahead. Just let's get this thing about 6 inches higher. Pick up some more aces. Perfect pass. Big pop up by Bree King. Another overhand dig. Nothing floppy about those hands.
Love that dig.
OT right through Leah Edmond.
Man.
They are stretching it out.
Did you see that dig? Unbelievable play and a big swing to finish.
Team De La Cruz, Boombaye.
Boombaye. Ali.
Atkinson with the side out. Okay, now a little bit of energy, maybe some fake fire first. You got to generate something if you're going to get some smoke, some fire, and some comeback.
I mean, they've got a lot of work to do. I mean, this is a big stretch here. It's a wide gap. They can do it. They absolutely can do it. It's going to take a lot.
Hey, we saw it. 71-69 was the score of our early match. Took 5 match balls to get that done. You can come right back, except I don't know, with Ebony Wannabe, And Bethany De La Cruz anchoring Team De La Cruz's offense on the pins. This is tough.
And if anyone's going to block her, it's going to be this combo of Atkinson and McCage, and they couldn't do it this last time themselves. A big swing by Wanabu.
And that was one to the other. Betty setting Ebony. Too tight, blocked. More points for Team De La Cruz, 2011.
By number 95, Ebony.
No timeouts for Team Ebony.
Might have a challenge just to slow things down.
It will challenge that there was a net violation by Team De La Cruz. I didn't see one in real time, but I think you're on point with that.
Yeah, I mean, you've said it yourself. They didn't have any timeouts left, and you've got one. You might as well take it. You can take some time to have some discussion, slow things down a little bit. Oh, maybe.
Ebony Wanabu's left arm.
Maybe there was indeed a net. Maybe it's not a tactic.
It could be both.
Yeah.
Although the ball in that angle goes off the arm and then hits. Sometimes tough to know if it's the ball that hits the cable that creates the motion.
Right.
And I love the change in angles too. Again, our crew getting it. Yeah, I think that ball goes right into the cable.
This angle.
Yep.
Yeah, from this angle, that's what it looks like. And you know, even their reactions after the play was dead. They're about to go back to serve, and then they decide to make the challenge. So
Young Park is out of the booth, and Cole stands. What will stand here in the third set? Will it be the lead of Team De La Cruz, which is currently 9 with 5 to go? They lead 62-53. Team De La Cruz would move to 2-0. Team Edmond would move to 0-2. Another dig by Betty. That one just in the middle of everything. I think that was with a fist.
I think it was too. I think it was too. Sometimes you just gotta punch it. See this overpass here. Oh no, a little open hand. It was just kind of cupped that hand a little bit.
Just a teacup or coffee cup? What was that?
I don't know.
Athletic cup? I don't know. Oh, yeah, good not to attack that. That would have been illegal.
Really smart. When the libero's in front of the 10-foot line using their hands, you cannot attack the ball off of that play.
Molly McCage can attack that ball. Now, can they get some momentum going? Can they score a couple here? You have a situation where you could score 3, give up a side out. Score 2, give up a side out. You have a little room.
It's close. So you gotta run off a couple of real points in a row. Play some really good defense, get some touches on the block here. And Shayla Castro back there with her tough serve could make some things happen here.
Crazier things have happened. 2 Shayla, as a matter of fact. Betty can't swing at that. Wilson into the antenna. When I say crazier things have happened to Shayla Castro, she lost the opening set of the 2012 Olympic Games gold medal final. 25-11 to Team USA. Lost 25-11. Wow. Team USA was running over them. Brazil proceeded to play free, swing at everything, come back and win the next 3 sets to stun the #1 team in the world, the United States.
It is possible. Anything's possible at this highest level. Anyone can make a move and make a push at any time.
Could there be a stunner in the works here? Long ways from it for the moment.
Man.
That one is inside the block.
Leah Edmond back there just scooping balls. She's staying deep, staying tall, and just chucking balls with her hands back there.
It's the second time she's run to her right and thrown it back to her left, right in the middle of the court. Castro again. And that's into the cable. Here they come. 21-15. Do you call a timeout? You have two. Team De La Cruz.
Absolutely.
Taibani Park has signaled it. You called it. They had the right person at the line.
Their first timeout of the set.
For a comeback now, 21-15. Timeout Team De La Cruz. And Bree King is going to be at the controls for Team Edmond if they're going to come back in this one. The Canadian who left Trinity Western a year early to go to the national team.
And I really love how she's running the offense and taking control at the net. She's a big blocker. She can do a lot of things really well. So a leader and a veteran, a young veteran type player.
Salima, for a setter, when you move from collegiate play to the international game, what are the challenges?
Well, one thing is the speed of the game, so you've got to get used to how fast everything is and how fast you're running your own offense. And then the height above the net. You know, it's a lot different. The height above the net is a lot different.
.15 here in this third set. Hope you're enjoying our coverage from Fair Park Coliseum in Dallas, Texas. This is weekend number 2 of what will be 5 total weekends inside this stadium. Athletes Unlimited volleyball following Athletes Unlimited softball, which saw Kat Osterman take home the individual title inside of a team sport. Kevin Barnett, Salima Rockwell, and Jordan Larson, the early favorite, but 4 other captains definitely vying for that position. We have a lot of points to be awarded.
Well, there's a lot still on the table here late in this set, and Team Edmond making a nice push here. We'll see if they can close the gap and catch up to De La Cruz and who's going to win those big points that matter.
They've made a move already here towards the end of the third. Remember, we started out tied. We came out of that second set at 42 apiece. Currently the lead 6.
Number 13, Shayla Castro.
I think Betty De La Cruz wanted to let that one go. Good opportunity from a cage. Wide.
Wow. It's a nice run. Good tempo. The cage misses that just left of the sideline. Big speed. She sees it. She has it available. Doesn't cut around that ball.
Big long run for Howard Cruz. And she makes it work. Well, she was driven to the back line.
She was on her horse, pushed all the way deep and made that move.
Now serving number 24, Howard Cruz.
Sees that hole in the block, does a nice job controlling it.
So they got a couple before giving up 22. Can they get a couple before giving up 23?
They need to.
No. Ebony with the answer.
Yeah, that's tough. And it's a perfect pass. So it's a perfect pass. Middle has to hold. They got to stay bunched in a little bit. It's hard to catch up with Ebony Rodbu on the right side of the court.
65-58, the overall score. 2 points from 100 team points. Our Team De La Cruz and a 2-0 record. It's one of the rare ones Kelly Hunter has not blocked.
Yep. Leah Edmond blasting off the edge of the block, keeping her team alive.
This has been quite a defensive match of the net, Salima. 10 blocks for Team Edmond, 8 for Team De La Cruz.
It's huge. Huge blocks and touches.
Well, nobody could get a swing there. Betty from the back row, that's a swing, chicken wing.
Oh, there it is.
And that one finds the floor. We are at match and set point. A chance for 100 points right here. It's like the money ball on the three-point contest rack.
Number 32.
Get the old ABA one, swish it, take home 100. Long. Out. 25-17, of course. $67-59, our final. Plus 60 for the match, plus 40 for the set. That is going to change our Geico leaderboard.
Team De La Cruz wins the third set, 25-17.
We will talk to the winners here inside Fair Park Coliseum when we return. Victory for Team De La Cruz. Card 18 is Girl Scouts. This match is brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. Downtown Dallas goes by in the blink of an eye, as has the second night. Team Edmond came back in a second set. They went down 25-17 in the first, rallied behind the arm of Leah Edmond. Leah, what went right in the second set for you guys?
I think we just relaxed a little. We just played. I think that's kind of been the issue, is that we were kind of tense, afraid to make mistakes. In that second set, we just played. We let what happened happen, and we let them make the mistakes instead.
So looking forward and looking ahead, what do you guys need to work on? What's the biggest thing you're going to focus on moving forward?
I mean, just being relaxed. I think when we are relaxed and just letting us play our game, we're playing our best.
What are you learning about the point scoring inside of the match, either the set score or the overall score, and how you need to treat that in terms of timeouts or momentum?
You definitely have to be more conscious about when you take timeouts, because every point matters. And so if you need a break so then you can go on another run, that's what you got to do. But definitely you're a little bit more aware that, like, we can still win this game. This point can still push us forward. So you got to really play every point like it really matters, because it does.
Yeah, we saw that late challenge. Was that to get a break for you guys, or did you think that was a legitimate challenge?
It was to get a break. At that point, we had 2 timeouts, and we needed some type of break. So, I mean, there was a lot going on at the net. I tried it to see what happened. Strategic
thinking happening for Leah Edmond as she captains her group through what will be one more match on the weekend. Thank you, Leah.
Thank you.
Our updated Geico leaderboard. Remember, the MVP points yet to be voted on here in this one, but Leah Edmond, 1152 gets you into the number 4 spot.
So that would be 60, 40, and 20 points left of those MVP points. But this is exactly how we thought it might play out, and where the people might move, and that's where we are with the top 4 right now.
So we have one more night of play left to go. Team Edmond versus Team Low. You see the matchup in points there. Kills per set, 5.5 for Karsta Low. Absolutely tearing it up. So our night is over, but our weekend is not. Your weekend might be over. Ours continues into tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow, beginning on Fox Sports 2 at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, followed by our second match on Fox Sports 1 at 10 p.m. Eastern. We will see you late tomorrow night. For Selena Rockwell, I'm Kevin Barnett. Congratulations to Team De La Cruz. They win 67-59, closing out that third set.